All right, Beisel Bros episode 26 with Randy and Rick.
Brought to you by Coolbet.
Rick and Randy are really excited about this episode for some reason, based off the numbers. So I can't wait to hear who your guys' 26 is.
Well, I see Todd Marchand. Like
when he scored 1997 against Andy Moog, that's the best goal in Oilers history. Other than Pisani fucked Cam Ward. That's the two best goals in the history of the Oilers. So, well, it is.
Is that the short-handed in game 5?
What's the best goal in Oilers history? Don't tell me Gretzky and some fucking
Mine is
Hemsky against Legacy.
Okay.
From Samson,
Okay.
Game 6.
Okay.
That's my, or Horkoff off his ass in Game 3 against San Jose to save the series. I mean, I could name you all of those cup run goals. Yeah, I would say more modern day McDavid against Calgary. Like, we don't really have any, to be honest. I would say Todd Marchand's my number one goal. What about when Ryan Smith or Hemsky got pushed into the net against Detroit? That was Hemsky. Yeah, it was Hemsky. Yeah.
All those goals again in 06 were massive. I mean, we hadn't done anything in this league for how long, and then all of a sudden we get into the playoffs and we're the last place team, and no one believes on us. We're taking on the big dog. Which, by the way, I was fully confident we were going to beat them. They were old as shit by the time we got to them.
Talking Carolina?
No, I'm talking Detroit.
Oh,
round one.
Yeah.
So when Calgary beat them in 04, then they got the year off. Then we went back in 6. I was confident we were going to win that.
Yeah.
They were just so damn old.
Come
on, the best number 26 is Mike Krushelnyski, no?
Ooh, that's a good call. Sean Taylor, 26. Like, that's got to be a fucking. I think he was 24. I don't think so. I think he was 26, man.
It's 21. Also, it looks like a 36 in there, too. So
a combo. Dude, Todd Marchand against Moog. That's the best goal in the Oilers history, is it not? It's one of, I would say.
It's probably in our lifetime. Just for the record, he did wear 26 with Miami, though.
Okay, that's where I remember. I remember from Miami. I don't remember from the Redskins, really. No, because we're such college guys, anyways. Yeah. But Marchand, who's yours? You didn't say anybody. You can just steal Sean Taylor.
You can stick with that exact team and go to the running back side of things.
Who, Portis?
There you go.
Yeah.
I would say you can go with any one of his multiple personalities as well.
I would say Sean Taylor then too. Yeah. It's pretty generic, but he was one of our favorite athletes, man. Yeah, unfortunately. 100%.
Saquon as well, by the way, for today's.
No, he wouldn't be in it. Maybe in college. Saquon in college would have been in there. But yeah, he's unreal. Well, I mean, he had an amazing year a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Right now.
When he hurdled that guy backwards.
Yeah.
Still one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
One of the best seasons ever by a running back for sure.
Speaking of crazy things you've ever seen, this week in the NBA, we had 2 massive records. Now, I would like to know which one you guys think is better, Bam's 83, and I have a little side note here. I believe if SGA was American,
this would be a bigger deal.
That record would have been a hell of a lot bigger and a lot more publicized than it was. But SGA breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record of 126 games with having at least 20 points. To me, that's mind-boggling. One's better?
I think Bam is more impressive to me. And this is the reason why, is because the NBA's changed so much, right? The NBA, when the scoring, let's take 2000 when Kobe was scoring 35 a game, that was like the dead puck era. That's why what Ovechkin has done is so impressive, because he's beaten Gretzky's record when the totals were 8.5. His totals were 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5. That's why it's so impressive. So I think Bam is more impressive because he's a guy that. Let's say this was 2000. He'd be the Antonio Davis of the NBA. He'd have 13-9, and he'd make an all-star team. Now he is 19-10, which is the equivalent based off the totals. I think based off totals, Bam is more impressive. SGA is, he's 1A, 1B, the best player in the league, but the totals in every game are 240. So what should he score every game? If MJ scored 15 a game, or Kobe scored 15 a game every game, or 10 a game, that would be the equivalent. In my opinion, I may be stupid in saying that, but that's what I believe based off math. So yeah, no, I'd say Bam is more impressive just because SG didn't actually do it. He didn't score 20 points 3 times last year in the playoffs. That's bullshit. The record doesn't stand just because you play the Wizards in the fucking regular season.
So it's a regular season record?
Yes. He didn't.
That is kind of weird that it kind of like
like what I don't like. I get it's awesome, like whatever, but like he didn't do it. He got shot down the playoffs when Peel actually played D. So and then Bam, people are whining about
40 free throws.
The free throws. Yeah, 436 of 43.
This is the thing, man. He wasn't that efficient. He was very hot in the first half, and then they started to just give him the ball in the second half, hack him, and do all this shit. I think people are upset because he's gay. That's at the end.
He's like he actually is.
No,
gay.
he's not a homo. He's not cool. I think no. It's psychology, man. People, these old heads like me, you guys, everybody in the U.S. They're. The problem with this is he's not cool. A cool guy didn't break this. A borderline all-star did it, and I think it rubs people the wrong way. He's playing against a team that's tanking. Even loud 2 nights ago, one of their bums hit a 3 at the buzzer to tie game. Their whole bench is like fucking depressed. I was like, this league is such garbage, man. Like, and you know, Bam, yeah, sure, he went off in the first half, but by the end, when they're hacking him and trying to get this record, it's crap. So, I think at the end they used human psychology. Nobody wants Bam to break Kobe's record, man. Come on, just fucking admit it.
At all.
Yeah.
I also think, though, they also don't want a Canadian breaking any records in the NBA either. I mean, let's face it, he's the reigning MVP, is he not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is, yeah.
And then if LeBron was the reigning MVP and then LeBron did that, they're having a fucking parade for him.
Yeah, totally. I think, like, the reason I wasn't celebrating it, though, Rick, is because he had 3 playoff games with under 20.
Yeah, you know what?
That's just weird. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah.
Then they should specify it's
they should
regular season game.
They should. So, yeah, I guess I don't know. I watched the Bam game. He was unbelievable in the first half. Yeah, and then at the end, he was just chucking bricks and getting hacked and doing all this bullshit.
And what was the math behind it? It was 1 in like 7 sextillion that he scored 83 points a game because of standard deviations above his averages.
Yeah.
So like there was like a mathematician that did the math, and it would be like Mahomes throwing for 950 in a game. That was the equivalent. So like this is like something that
in credit for Bam, he was saying to his team, like, quit fouling them, like, because they were fouling the Wizards to get the ball back to him, and he's like, yo, quit. Like, I'm not calling Bam, like, I'm not, he's actually like, look, if he's at the cookout, he's the coolest guy, man. You ever met him in ref? He's awesome, probably. I'm just saying, in general, he's not cool like Kobe is.
I know what you're saying.
Grand scheme, I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
So at the end of the day, Bam was like, yo, quit fouling. I'm like, I don't care if I get 80, whatever. 81 Kobe, and he finished with 83, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, he played unbelievably well, but it just shows what the NBA is now. This Wizards team would lose to they'd lose to like the Greek national team and shit. They get their fucking ass whooped because they don't give a fuck, man. Yeah. They're just a bunch of fucking 22-year-old punks. Like,
paint their nails.
Exactly. These guys are homosexuals, man. You have to realize this shit. These guys are gay. They don't compete. Look, I'll give you guys a perfect example. When I go to hockey at Nate, okay, there's 10 fights a game. Why? Because everybody's broke. Okay, and everybody's straight. That's the difference. When you're angry and you have high testosterone, you go home and you're broke, and your fat wife fucking yells and you fuck her once every 3 months. Yeah, there's gonna be competition. But these guys just go on Instagram, fuck all these girls with huge asses. They're rich as fuck, and they're all gay, and they go to Thailand and fuck ladyboys. That's literally what this shit is, man. These guys are gay. This isn't Billups and Ben Walls versus Shaq and Kobe anymore, where they want to fight and in the final score 76-70. It's over. If you like that brand, which everybody should, that shit's gone. So you'll see these bums like Bam. He's not a bum. I want to like clarify that. He's like 22 a game. He's an all-star borderline, but 83. It's come on, man. Like.
Hell of a record to have, though, whether we like it or not. That is now in the record books, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and he played really well, and we should congratulate him. And now I think we should move on to another guy playing really well, Tristan Jarry.
Yeah, we need to talk Oilers here because I'm going to start, because now that I'm starting betting again because of March Madness, I'm starting to pay attention to hockey as well, right? Because EPH is going to have so many picks coming forward, right, in the next couple of weeks here.
Perfect.
I was watching the game last night, Oil versus Blues. And it's the way I grade how good a team is I look at how they close games, how they play with a 1-goal lead, a 2-goal lead, right? That's kind of how you can tell who's actually a Stanley Cup
That's
contender.
why I love when the Blues won the cup.
So our
right?
famous pick, one of the biggest wins of our life, was taking the Blues in 2019 to win the Stanley Cup. They're like 30-1. We bet on them. And it's because they would just close games, man. They knew how to win games and they had the lead. And when you watch that Oilers game last night, they're up 2-0 against a below 500 team, a team that's out of the playoffs, that's traded Braden Shen. They don't give a fuck. And they're giving up grade A after grade A after grade A. I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing, man? It was 2-0. We have a power play. They're just careless at the line. And then McDavid, I have to harp on him here. He doesn't instantly back check. He slows up. Parayko goes by him, feeds him. He hits the crossbar. Then 2 minutes later, Buchnevich gets a fucking breakaway. And Ingram played good, man. Yep. He made a lot of good saves. Yep. Yeah. These guys, I just couldn't believe how loose they were in this must-win game. And, they give up 2 goals. And then they end up losing in overtime. It's just like, man, you're looking, I'm trying to make a case the Oilers are still going to come out of the Pacific and be in the Western final. But it's like, you watch these kind of games and Jari's fucking horrendous, but Ingram played great. If Jari was in net, that would have been 6 or 7-2. They would have scored 7 goals in the third period. These guys are it's just when you watch a team blow a 2-goal lead with under 10 minutes left to a team that's below 500, how the fuck can you believe in that team?
A veteran team. Yeah. Not a regular. This is not Anaheim giving up. This is the team that's been to the finals 2 years in a row. This is the team that's lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champions 4 years in a row, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
It's that you can't play like that.
No. So I was just, and the Oilers teams the past, you look at the best team we ever had was against when we lost to Vegas when Aiden Hill turned into Hasek. That team would never blow a lead, right? The teams of the Oiler teams the last 4 years wouldn't have lost that game, and this team does. So it's very concerning. And at the end of the day, Ingram played great in the third period. So and when you have that fucking sieve in that Jari, going forward, I think you bet every game over, and you take any game Jari's in that, you take the other team's team total in every fucking game, because this team not only plays horrible D. When he's in net, he's the worst goalie in the NHL. It's just a bloodbath, man. Ingram is the only reason they're even in that game in the third period. It was so unimpressive.
Statistically, since Jari's gotten here, he is, I think, 60th out of 60 goaltenders who fit a certain
in the line, and they got it's a 10-game threshold, and his save percentage is 8-6.
So where do the Oilers finish if life is on the line? Where do they not finish in the standings? Where do they finish in the playoffs? Do they make the playoffs?
You know what? It's just crazy to say this. I think they'll sneak in somehow, some way, and
sneak into the playoffs. Sneak in what?
Sneak into the playoffs. And the crazy thing is I still think they win the Pacific and come. I think they come out of I think they'll still make the conference final just because I think Vegas is the worst team in the actual league. Anaheim's a bunch of kids. And LA is out right now and lost Fiala, so I don't really know. I think if LA can somehow play us, I think they actually might be able to beat us this time.
Isn't Utah in the playoffs right now too in the wild card?
Yeah, but they.
Do you fear them at all?
No, it's
AKA the Phoenix
there's
Coyotes.
The big three, man, which we've talked on the show. I'm all over the Wild. My cash out's already up $400. It's either to me if it's not Wild, Dallas, or Colorado, I'd be in shock. Just because the Oilers are just so it's got to be mental at this point to blow a 2-goal lead in St. Louis with 9 minutes left. It's unbelievable, man.
So was that a slip of the tongue, or did you say you honestly think the Oilers still win their division?
If they, let's say,
you're not saying win the regular season. You're saying they come out of that.
They come out of
He's not saying
so they come. Okay.
Oh no, they have no chance of winning the division. I think
they do have a chance of winning. The
division. Okay, really?
Because exactly what you said. Vegas is overrated, not a very good team. I'm super duper young. Everybody's so close.
Yeah.
And then if you look at our schedule going forward here, it is very Pacific team heavy.
I think Anaheim will win the division.
But Rick, are you not concerned how many games the Oilers have played? That's
left.
But how many does Anaheim have left?
I think it's 18. But the thing is that we play them Maybe it's just once.
This is the thing, though, Rick. I think Anaheim will secure the division and would lose to us in the playoffs just because they don't have the experience.
So where do you have us coming in the division? 1, 2, or 3? Or are we a wild card team?
I think we're a wild card team. And the crazy thing is, like I've said, I've trashed the Pacific Division this entire podcast. Every show we talk about it, it's just it's the worst division I've seen in modern day hockey, to be honest. It's the worst division I've ever seen. It's since they've changed the divisions and parity and salary cap and all that bullshit. I'm not talking like 90s hockey, okay? Every team that division sucks. Every single one.
And Rick, where's your cash out on Bouchard now?
It's back down a bit, but I've always said that I was involved in this because I believe he's going to win the defensive scoring title by a chunk.
Yeah.
So it is dipped because people are betting against it.
Yeah.
But I still think he's going to end up winning the defensive scoring race by double digits.
Yeah.
And if he can get himself to 100, I think it's really hard not to give it to him. But at least at that point, I do believe it'll be back up to a reasonable amount.
Every loss must sting you.
Well, I was going to say, like, it stings you. The losses sting because they'll probably look at the Oilers overall, right?
That's what's going to kill him is it, like, this is the problem with Makar. I'm guessing that's your biggest rival in this is they're going to win the President's Trophy, and people are still going to look at that kind of shit, right?
We just literally played them, and man, he did not look any better than Bouchard. In fact, many people said Bouchard looked better.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying it's a vote. It's not fact. It's
so
opinion.
As of today, right now, Makar's 105, Werenski's 125, Bouchard's 550. Quinn Hughes is now 2,000, so it's a 3-way go. Everyone else is out of it.
Yeah.
The thing though, Rick, is if the Oilers can, I don't know how they're going to do this. They're going to have to play Ingram, obviously, in these next.
Play a lot of hockey.
Yeah, let's say Ingram plays the next 5 games. I think somehow, some way, if they could win 4 of them, and Bouchard the guy can fucking get 4 or 5 points in a game,
outside of this week with the big 4 games we just played.
Yeah.
The schedule does ease up a bit.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. Anaheim's leading the division. Their goal differential, -9.
Yeah,
Vegas is +7. We're +4.
Yeah, it's such a weird year. It sucks the Oilers have just kind of blown it so badly. I know the year is not over, but this was kind of their year to like coast to the top, get some home ice, but they just
see. And I maybe it's because
you still think they can do it, Rick? You still think they can get home ice at least in one series?
Yeah, I still think they can win the division.
Okay.
Because they're literally 2 points back. Anaheim is 2 games in hand. One of them is going to be against each other. You win that. All of a sudden, now their points are tied.
Yeah.
The pressure is going to start to get to Anaheim. The teams are going to go out there and spoil you, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that really yet. People will go out there to try and beat them now to spoil their opportunities.
It's just so there for the taking for the Oilers, and they just like. That game last night is just like fucking ridiculous, man. You can't do that.
It's annoying, but that's still that road trip is still on the positive side of things.
Yeah.
Because they finished higher than 500. And going into it, I said bare minimum, we need to be 500. We could have been 3-1, which would have been incredible.
Yeah.
But what are we? We're 1 point short of 3-1.
Yeah.
So it sucks. They were up. They should have won that. But they have been playing better since the outside of the
That's
Olympic
true. They
break.
won 3 in a row for the first time this season, which is insane. But again, that's scary to me, man.
No, I know. I just the way they play with the lead, how loose they are defensively.
Like we've watched sports our whole lives. When a team is just kind of just struggling to find its way, and when you're struggling to find its way, in the 70th game of the year, 65th, it's like, okay. Yeah. But you never know, man. They have the ability to still, I think, win 4 or 5 in a row.
Yep.
But they just haven't shown
so
anything.
Disappointed to play like that. It's weird to watch that kind of shit.
There is, and I understand this year it sucks and it doesn't feel good. But if you can look beyond this, I think there's a massive upside because we've gone from having the Arvidssons, the Skinners, the 30-somethings, as your bottom 6, where we will be entering Hudson, Ike, Savoy, Szymanski, Colton Dock. All these guys are like 24 and under. All of a sudden, we're not that super duper old team anymore. Somebody look what Savoy's doing. Look what Szymanski's doing. If we can get that type of an addition out of Hudson and say Ike next year.
Yeah.
Now that's 4 guys doing big time work that are all under 24.
Plus some good cash coming in the door right next year.
Did you hear what the cap? They say it's going to go up like 30 million in the next 3 years.
Well, I mean, Alec Pierce got signed 4 years, 120. I know it's NFL, but like that's like unfucking believable. Like,
yeah, well, that's a world problem right there, man.
So that's a great
unbelievable
point, though. That's a great
it is, and let's talk about that.
Let's get into the NFL.
Well, like this Malik Willis, 4 years, 67 million. 3 years, 67 million.
2.5 per.
But like I look, I don't not believe in the guy, but like
I know,
holy fuck, man,
it's
like,
desperate, hey, it's
so desperate, it's crazy.
I know.
Like, do they think that he's gonna be the new Tua to run this?
How the fuck is that guy gonna win in Miami?
Literally, I don't know.
That team's ready to win, and you're just gonna fork it out to that fucking guy.
No, but they've actually done a pretty decent job in terms of.
Yeah, this is Rick's jam right here, man.
I can't wait to fucking hear this.
So whoever my GM is here, old Sully, he's done actually a pretty impressive job at this whole running it down and bringing it back out of the ground again.
Mm-hmm.
This team is not as terrible as you want to think it is. I understand, like they know Willis. They've been working for the last 2 years. They have a really good idea. But then you look at you still have Waddle. You've got Malik Washington out there as a wide receiver. You can still draft one. You've got Achan. You've got the best center in the league.
Yeah, sure, and, that's true.
Brewer is there, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Paul was a nice addition last year. We just picked up another tackle. We picked up another guard recently, or yesterday, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And they're bringing in like a ton of guys on 1-year contracts.
Yeah, I love that.
We got Tutu Atwell.
I love building the O line. That's what I would do if I was a GM, man. I would have the best D and O line. I don't give a fuck where everybody else plays. Let's just be honest here, Rick. I love the analysis. They have a 0% chance winning a Super Bowl with Malik Willis.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, we even have money to spend again because of the way this dude's been doing shit. Like we have something like $19 million to spend all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, do you think they're a playoff contender with him?
I think in the NFL, I would never rule out playoffs. You always see a couple every year. There's a couple random teams. They would never like. Did anybody think Seattle or New England, let alone would make the Super Bowl?
No,
right?
No, definitely.
No one even had them in the playoffs, right? So, you never know, but. You know, I think the signings. Look, I'm not a GM in the NFL. I'm not going to give Malik Willis fucking $20 million. He's not going to do fuck.
So because you're the quarterback whisperer, what do you think about him?
I think he was a game manager in Green Bay, and he impressed. He's like Kevin Kolb. What do you think about fucking Kevin Kolb?
He's the game manager of game managers.
And
he wears the C of game managers.
Yeah. I think.
Do you think there's like a Matt Flynn thing? Do you think he impressed enough? Obviously, Matt Flynn threw for 17 touchdowns in a garbage game. One time he got $400 million.
Exactly. Incredible.
And then Russ Wilson
Kevin
comes
Kolb's
in.
The same shit. He threw 2 slants to Deshaun Jackson for 160 yards combined. He got fucking 30 million too. Like is Malik Willis gonna just resurrect Dolphins football? No, it's terrible, man.
No, but I will say, so this year I don't have a lot of hope in the team. This year is one of those ones where you just kind of let's figure it out for the following season.
Yeah,
I do think the following season, if you draft properly and you have another decent free agency, they can start talking about getting close to the playoffs again. I don't believe in the Patriots that much. And then when you look at the Bills, Josh Allen's time has to be coming to an end there soon. Something, if they don't win this year, there's got to be more change.
Yeah, it's interesting. They got DJ Moore, so they're trying to help him on the receiving end. Did you guys, I wanted to quickly, before you talk about Josh Allen, did you guys see Kyler going to Minnesota? I wanted to hear what you guys thought about Kyler to Minnesota.
The memes are hilarious.
And yeah, they are. And a couple things I've heard in the media is Ryan Clark, the racist guy. He's like, he said that Kyler is better than Lamar.
Dumb.
I mean, I couldn't think that may be the dumbest thing ever.
And as a guy who's dusted Chris Sims for the last 10 years of the draft, valuing the quarterback, I don't have a dad or a grandpa in the NFL, so that's why I'm not an executive. But Kyler Murray's one of the worst players in the NFL. I don't know what
he puts the ball like the
when he throws it
looks like he's throwing a boulder.
It does.
He's so fucking small.
Yeah.
This thing, Kyler Murray is the best high school player in the history of the earth, other than Tate Martell.
Yeah.
He's one of the best college players of all time. And when he came into NFL, he was really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
He had a significant injury against the Patriots, tore his leg or his ACL. I made like 10 grand off that game. That's how I remember. And he's never been the same. He's been injured and not played much football in the last 3 years. And people think this guy's a stud. It's like unfucking believable.
People are like actually giving him.
Ryan Clark said that if he was on the Ravens, they would win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know what he's watching. From what I've seen, he would be in my bottom 5 starters in the NFL right now.
Me too.
So I would have McCarthy and him are
the two worst. They're
probably
two
worst guys.
And I said at the start of the year, McCarthy be the worst player in the NFL. Which, if you guys need any advice on the quarterback position,
you did say your buddy from New York was going to be the best.
The number one ranked guy on this planet is me evaluating that position. So.
I can't wait. And you hate the kid from Oregon, right?
Oh, Dante Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucking garbage. He's, he went back to school, so he did show some smarts. I was praying he went out and the Jets took him. It would have been the funniest, most disastrous relationship you've ever fucking seen, man. So, as far as that, so Josh Allen, anyways, I heard he switched his number, Rick.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I've talked, this most overrated player in the history of football, Josh Allen. So, well, he is. What has he ever done?
Nothing.
He's never won one fucking big game ever.
Scored some big touchdowns.
Do you think he'll be the Dan Marino of this generation?
Oh no, he couldn't hold Dan Marino's jockstrap.
You may not win a Super Bowl, and that's fine, but he will never be compared to Dan Marino.
Dan Marino's way fucking better than him.
I don't know where you heard about the number changing, but AI overview says Josh Allen is not changing his number.
Okay. For some reason I saw he's number 11 now, but maybe it's bullshit. I just saw it on Twitter, but
is he not number 11?
He's number 7, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Josh.
Why the confusion then?
For Wyoming, was he number 11?
With him listed as 11.
Yeah.
Okay, was he number 7 at Wyoming?
I don't know.
Well, maybe you had a dream, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's 17, not 7.
Okay. So combine the numbers.
Yeah.
Anyways. This isn't free agency, but it happened this week. Your guys' thoughts on Baltimore and Vegas?
I like your boy going over to Baltimore. Who, Hendrickson?
Yeah.
What do you think about the trade and then the no trade?
Yeah. I know Crosby went back. He failed his physical. That's all I read.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he was solidified there.
No.
Oh, Crosby's not playing there.
No.
Oh, that's too bad. I was excited about that.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
In Baltimore?
Yeah. I didn't hear
Crosby's not playing there.
Stop it.
I didn't hear about it.
You didn't hear about that?
You guys were living under a rock?
Yeah, I didn't hear about it. What happened?
Well, no. I know he failed his physical. It's all I know.
What happened?
What happened
in the physical?
Rick?
Baltimore just backed out of the trade.
Oh,
so
shit.
the trade was done.
Yeah.
And then the trade doesn't actually get approved till day 1 of the NFL season, which was Wednesday and on Tuesday. I think it's because they saw that Hendrickson's value was that low. They went out and made the trade for Crosby as a safety net.
Yeah.
And then when they saw Hendrickson's value going as low as it was, they're like, fuck, we don't need this.
Well, I love it.
We can get Hendrickson for cheaper and keep our 2 first-round picks.
I'd argue.
So they say, hey, listen, there's, you didn't pass the physical. He was never supposed to.
Well, that's why
everybody knows at what point he's at.
Yeah.
So it depends on whose side you. Some people be like, oh yeah, no, maybe they saw something in the X-ray that says we don't like where he's at right now. But he was never supposed to pass the physical. He was supposed to be at a check mark on his road to recovery, if you will.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know why the Ravens have been a winning franchise since the actual day they've come in the league, there's your answer.
I would prefer Hendrickson over Crosby.
Absolute genius. There's no Hendrickson and Crosby is 0 difference.
Yeah,
and you get to keep 2 first. So Yeah.
Fuck.
I
Now,
love
how-
Hendrickson, man.
He's
what do you think
unbelievably good.
that does in terms of Baltimore's ability to trade with other? Do other GMs look at that going, "Fuck, I don't want to trade you guys. Are gonna fucking renege at the last second."
I mean, it could be. I mean, remember the Oilers only traded the Islanders and Rangers for 17 straight seasons.
Yeah,
right? we would just hit Mike York, Bister, all
Yeah.
those guys, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same shit. There probably is a relationship type thing here. I if I'm the Ravens, I go and I take a massive risk. I go get Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't know why I'm so hard thinking about that.
Why do you think he's on
I just
the
have a
market?
vision. My intuition, gambling and drafting is always a 10. So I think Marvin Harrison, he gets traded eventually. He becomes the best player in the NFL.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
I want Justin Jefferson to go to the Ravens, man.
Oh, man, that would be massive. It'd be unbelievable.
Harrison makes sense just for the exact reasons that you guys are talking about already.
Yeah.
He's got decent numbers for what he's been doing so far.
But he's
with a quarterback who's the size of that little goaltender from McDonald's commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, man.
I don't know. I just have a vision. I'm just portraying the vision out there. I didn't realize I was scrolling through, I don't know, social media or Twitter or something. And I was just kept seeing Crosby in a Ravens uniform. So I didn't assume anything had changed.
No, I saw I didn't know the reasoning. Now that I know Hendrickson went there immediately after this trade fell through. And
that's what I was thinking.
But that's the genius. The Ravens since 1997,
I think it is. When did the Cleveland leave in the middle of the night?
94?
Doesn't matter. We get the gist.
They have
the
that
Browns,
team. That team has not sucked for
Ever.
one fucking day since they've been in the league.
No.
Not once.
I'm going to say 95, Rick.
96 is what I might guess.
When did Cleveland leave in the middle of the night?
95,
the famous story.
96.
I think it's 96 too.
They relocated in 96 following Art's announcement in 95 that they...
The Ravens, seriously, you remember how Detroit, we were born in 1990. Detroit and New Jersey never sucked, ever. They never were shitty,
hockey.
yes.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens have not sucked for 1 fucking second since I've been alive.
When you have Martin Brodeur in your goal in the fucking 90s.
Yeah. The Baltimore Ravens just showed why they're the best still.
Yeah, I'd
They keep 2 firsts and literally got the same player.
guy. Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson and Crosby are both top 5 DNs in the NFL. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
So I think we have to thank the NFL because they did give us something to talk about as we're trying to find gaps in the world of sports right now.
Yeah.
And they really let us into perfectly what happens this week, I believe. It should be on Thursday, a couple playing games on Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah.
But we are now officially entering March Madness.
Yeah, do you have any, obviously it's not solidified, the seeding's not solidified. Do you have anybody that you're looking at? Do you like anybody? Is there a Jim or Fredette out there that you're, following this tournament? Anybody?
I'm kind of high on Wisconsin. They've gotten their ass whooped by Michigan a couple times this year already. I look at elite guard play. That's what wins in the NCAA tournament, right? There's this kid on Iowa, Bennett Sturts. I don't know if they're gonna get in now. Yeah. Unfortunately, he was unbelievable. He played for man, who did he play for? Well, you know how NIL is. He went to Iowa on their team. Their team was pretty shitty this year. He's probably the best guard, but I don't think he's gonna be in the tournament.
Yeah. Is there any Taco Falls this year or
that guy in Florida, Olivier Rubin, he doesn't play, right? 7'9", the guy from
the
Canada.
Canadian Olivier.
Yeah. I don't think there is, but we kind of wanted to talk betting strategy. The guard play is always what I look at.
Going back to the Lamb Kemba days, right? All the great.
Another good point. The teams always track too that are that always do well are teams like I was watching Ole Miss.
Yeah.
They're almost dead last in the SEC, but they've won 3 tournament games. They're in the semifinal, right? But they're below 500. Oh. And a lot of the times when I'm watching these teams, teams that kind of click late in the year are always
Connecticut when they won the title.
Exactly, with Kemba and Jeremy Lamb. But these teams they're hard outs. And I'm telling you right now, if Ole Miss can get into the tournament, that's one of the scariest teams in the tournament, man. I love teams that don't start. They start slow and then they get hot at the end of the year, especially in the big, a team from the Big Ten or a team from
quality school,
or a team from the Big East, like a UConn, right?
Yeah.
So that's a team I'm looking out for. They play Alabama tonight. If they can somehow get in, that'd be a scary team. But yeah, I always look, the way I bet these tournaments is I try to find the value of who's playing well, who has confidence come in. A lot of those lower seed teams, like, like Old Dominion or like Siena, when they've won like 23 games around there, the 12 seed always whoop the 5 seeds ass. You see it every fucking year, man.
Because
right?
the five seeds always UNLV, and they're 23-11.
Yeah, exactly. And they've middled all year.
Yes.
And this, then the lower, like the team that does, like, I'm trying to think of a good example.
That's when you get the George Masons in the final.
Of course, right? Man. Yeah. So Ole Miss is a team I'm looking for. Like they're like 16-19 this year. But they've gotten hot in the SEC tournament. That's a team look. Or you want to talk about first half unders? Oh, I see like on EPH, like you guys just look. We're going to be like pounding fucking games on there. So,
yeah, I want to talk about just one quick trend just to cover college for now. First half unders have been one of the most profitable bets in the history of sports betting tracked. And that's just in the tournament. First half unders in the tournament. I believe in 2 years ago, it was unprofitable. It was around 50-50. Every other year, I could, you can check this and you can fact check, but 13 out of 15 years, if you blindly took every under, you've made upwards $100 unit size, 5x your money.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's something I'm going to be definitely looking at. If you're talking about wanting to play rock solid historical picks, look at first half unders. So that would be what I'm looking at to try and help you guys win.
Yeah.
So
loving that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much we can get into very much right now because we don't know who's in, right?
Yeah.
No.
So
we'll wait obviously next week's episode, we'll have a better idea of what's going on and we can give you guys a futures play and all that. So, but look out on EPH because we are going to do a bracket.
Yeah.
We're going to do a bracket and we'll be,
and there'll be tons of plays in the picks group. So,
yeah.
But yeah, like right now we can't break the bracket down because it's Saturday.
But look out in the group.
Thursday.
We'll have our personal bracket out there. You guys can copy it and follow along. Just join the group. So
yeah.
So since 2011,
yeah,
first half unders in the first 4 and first round are approximately 57.2% wins.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
So just
that's world class.
And
you
that's
pick
all
at 57%. You're one of the best.
One of the best in the world. So just look out for that, guys. It's one of the best trends in all of sports betting. So
that's
and it's blind too. You don't have to have this algorithm or you don't have to have a thought about it. You could just pound that, and if you pick right, maybe you get 65%. And if you pick wrong, you'll probably be 50%. It's like free money.
Yeah.
Right? Does the math line up on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
All right, well, that's a lot of fun. But this weekend right now, we are in the middle of a massive tournament in the PGA, right? We have the players going on.
Yeah.
Corey Connors, Canadian, four strokes back as of right now.
Yeah.
This has been a really weird players. The players is notorious for outliers. Anna Barn-Lahiri versus Bryce Garnett in a playoff that didn't happen this year. If you actually went and looked at Pinnacle, which is what how I usually like bet on golf, every single guy with value, they're all in first place.
Yeah. So I actually there's now I have an interesting trend in that tournament. The bums since COVID have not contended there.
Interesting.
It's just a pure cream of the crop tournament now. So remember when me and you used to play at 10 years on just roster Tyler Duncan and like Johnny Vegas every tournament, and they'd always finish third?
Yeah.
Eddie Pepperell for some fucking reason wins that tournament.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore.
It's crazy.
So
it's cream of the crop.
If you ever play DraftKings, just take Min Woo, Aberg, all these fucking ball strikers. Yeah. Don't take any top end guys because all the bums suck now there. It's weird. The tournament has gone in reverse.
Yeah.
It used to be anybody can win here. Now it's the opposite, which is so interesting. You'll never. They were showing the leaderboards the last 4 years. They were showing the stats that matter, like obviously approach, but it's like a ball striker's course, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. none of the bums contend there anymore. It's so weird. It's so
yeah, and
odd,
and also, you know, like it's funny, these guys that run weather apps,
they're wrong every single time.
But you know what? I have a theory about that. You know, you always see Scocktastic and Rick Run Good and Run Pure Sports always winning. I feel like what they do is they give you 3 narratives on guys. This is something to look out for if you're a public bettor or a public DraftKings player. If you're watching and you're copping Run Pure Sports or any of these companies, what they try and do is they'll try and get you on a Kurt Kitayama. He's going to be 30% owned and he's going to get cut. And then they're going to go behind your back and play a Corey Connors at the same price. So just be really careful. That chalk and that weather stuff, they try and get, I think, people off of who they actually want. It's just like when Billy Walters used to run Vegas. And if you don't know who Billy Walters is, he was the biggest sports bettor in the history of the world, essentially. And he had beards running in picks, and a beard is a guy that, you know, he dresses up some chick and she puts 10 grand on UNLV to cover against Siena as an example. But it's actually his pick. And what he would do is he would move the line. So he would get a guy to go in and bet $100K on one line so that he could get a better line and unload $1 million on that line. That's what he used to do. I feel like they do the same thing. They get all the casuals on one side and then they unload on the other side. So that's something to really look out for if you're playing DraftKings. I suggest not playing DraftKings because it's one of the worst investments you'll ever make. And that's coming from a guy who's won $1 million playing it. So no shade against them. They, you know, have helped me in my life or whatever, but the ROI is a fucking zero. So anyways, I'm hoping, I would like to see Connors win. We went to the Valero and Connors won.
I want Thomas to win, man. So bad.
Sure. Hey, there's a guy that maybe didn't come up on people's radar, but it'll be an interesting weekend. It's a fun tournament. So it's an amazing golf course. So.
And the Morikawa thing was pretty interesting, too.
He took a practice swing and just grabbed his back, and a lot of people say he owes money to the mob.
Yeah, I know.
I guess he's like a degenerate gambler.
You know,
you never know.
You know what it's not great. The funny thing now is sports betting is so massive now that when the highest owned guy on DraftKings and the most one and done pick of the week and the highest bet outright guy of the week takes a practice swing at he's 26 years old.
And the sad thing is he played a hole, man. So he played a hole and that made cut bet gets paid.
I know.
So I believe it may be a Bruno Mars situation. I'm not sure.
Like where he's like when MJ's supposed to go to Moron Mountain and be a slave there, but he ends up winning.
And you always lose.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, that Bruno Mars is literally Michael Jordan Space Jam if he lost.
I
He's
heard
just a slave to Vegas.
I guess so. And I think Morikawa might be too, man.
No, but I mean, it's just, look, at the end of the day, man, look, I'm not going to say he owes money to the mob. It's definitely possible. I'm 36 years old. I weigh 230 pounds. I could squash that idiot. I can't even touch my shins when I bend over, and I've never done that in my life. That's, come on.
I know. No,
you're a little prick. You're 5
foot. You had a 10-footer in the first hole missed. It's like, so what, you just... Like, I'm sorry,
dude,
man. I'm sorry.
5'6", 130 pounds, and
23 years old.
Pulls his back. Come on, buddy. I was on a golf trip. I played 4 rounds. I'd rub A535 all the way down to my ass. My fingers were taped. I have a broken freaking neck, and I still fucking played, you pussy. Like, these guys are just I would love. I want to. You know what I want to do? One day, seriously, you got to somehow get rich enough so I can start my own fight league. I want to fight these guys. I want to beat the shit out of them in succession.
Okay, so just quickly, top 3, not including Trudeau, go.
Oh, Rory, but I would. I'm gonna start. I'm already getting sweaty. Rory by far is number 1. Let's just Trudeau is number 1.
Okay,
Rory is number 2. And number 3 would be, I have to think for a couple minutes. That's a good question, man. Those are they're so obvious.
Yeah.
But like, how does more?
Maybe would Davis Love be on there?
No.
I know he's 73, but like you don't like this.
I would love to whoop his ass for sure.
Yeah.
I just leg kick him to death, man.
Oh, really?
I'd make sure
like Thiago Alves.
Yeah. I bring hell to calf kicks. Like, I would love to just beat the shit out of these people. Like Colin Morikawa, you're such a pussy. Like, it's unbelievable, man. You're 26 and weigh 120 pounds and threw your back out. Like, give me a fucking break. How much money does this guy owe, man? Seriously.
I don't know.
He's like, man, this hurts him more than you. Yeah, sure, with his 80 million. And I just put a fucking $5,000 team in. I make 80 grand a year. Yeah, it hurts me. Didn't win 2 fucking weeks going Pebble. Like, these people, like, fucking find me and I'll fucking roll your ass.
Okay, like, I think moving on to the best bets of the night.
That was going to be my thing. It's like, you don't want... No, being a slave to Vegas sounds terrible.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm gonna help you guys get out of it.
Exactly. Yes. How do we avoid being a slave to Vegas? So first of all, we need to get this to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah,
we need to get this to Bruno Mars, because if you want to get in trouble, if you want to get out of trouble with these people,
I have something special for you.
To our cool bet, best bet.
Exactly. I have one. I seriously think this is one of the best parlays you'll ever find in your entire life, and it's something that's really going to revolutionize this show, and it's going to revolutionize
your bank account.
Well, specifically Bruno Mars and Morikawa's bank account. I'm serious. I've gotten specific reports.
Yeah.
That the Mitsubishi Diamond Dolphins tonight, it starts at midnight, MST. I'm serious. They may shoot 12% from the floor. I got a report from their coach.
Unishi Okanagwa, right? Yeah.
We have a
group chat with Unishi.
Yes. We're in a
Yakamoto?
Group. Yes. We're in a group chat with this guy from Japan, and he's kind of a religious bettor on this. And he was saying, and what that meant in English is that this game is going sailing under 157.5. So if you're not pounding this on Cool Bet, I already have extra value for you guys too on Cool Bet, and they'll let you unload on these. Now we're going to do the Mitsubishi Diamond Dolphins under 157.5. We're going to do Derek Jones under 4.5 rebounds against the Kings. These combo guards have not rebounded well against them. And then we're going to finish it off with Bedsy going -2 and getting 0 points. Vegas flew tonight for the Chicago Blackhawks. 5-1 Vegas in reg, of course. This seriously is, it's the parlay of the century. If you're not playing, you're a gigantic pussy. And that's the end of the story. So that's what he told me. And what that said is under 157.5. So you tell me what you think.
Hey, dig it, man.
We'll
write this down, I guess, next week. We'll have to look back and see how it goes.
Exactly, man.
Well, I'm unloading on it, so
yeah, it's for sure.
All right. Well, before we leave here, let's dip into the mailbag real quick. I don't know how you guys feel right now, but I know myself and a lot of my friends, ever since the NFL free agency started, we're getting the itch for fantasy football. I know my dynasty leagues, we're trying to make trades now. But I have a question here. I know it might be considered too early, so you guys can come up with that. But do you have any advice on early NFL bets? Where do we go? What are we looking at?
We should have touched on Kenneth Walker going to the Chiefs. I thought that was a little bit significant. What did you think about that?
Yeah, because Pacheco's gone.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And if a guy ever looked good, it was him, man. He looked the best in the playoffs. He looked unbelievably fresh.
Yeah, he did.
Now he doesn't have to split Charbonnet's 10 touchdown carries on the goal line here. He could be a viable guy.
If you have the Royal Charbonnet Walker stack, now you're laughing, right? How about the Etienne brothers?
So
how
Rick,
about the Achan brothers?
Can we touch on the Achan sisters quick, Rick?
What are we talking about? So this week, there was an interview with the running back formerly known as Travis Etienne. He told everybody that in college, he explained his last name was pronounced Achan. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. Anyways, he's like, yeah, I told everybody my last name's Achan. They couldn't figure it out. So like 2 days later, I just told him it's Etienne.
You know what? I can actually sympathize because Peel just calls Beisel, and I sometimes just don't get it's become a nickname. So sometimes I don't even correct people as it's Beisel, but like, it's fine. We used to call Etienne Etienne. Remember, we used to go, yo, it's Etienne. We used to act
because he's from France,
right?
Or from actually pretty close then.
From Quebec. Yeah, he is from the of Louisiana, right? So everybody's
he is France
there. So yeah, we used to call him Etienne because, like, I mean, just being a joke from Canada. That's but his there's the
because Jean Chrétien.
No, but I cannot.
He used to talk. Jean Chrétien.
Yeah, because he got hit with a shovel. Yeah.
I mean, like the guy.
You got hit with a shovel.
I heard the guy.
Some guy like blasts him in the teeth with a shovel.
Yeah,
buddy,
and you know
when
who
he was like
a
kid.
Okay, you guys, guess who it was? It was the guy from Home Alone. You know the guy that's scraping.
Yeah, he
puts
blasted
the salt?
him, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, unbelievable.
Anyways, yeah. Back, we obviously got off track here. The Chen sisters, can't wait to roster them together.
Is there any guy you like that's an outlier? I know it's really
well. If they don't re-up at Rhinebeck and Jacksonville, he fucking was unbelievable.
Yeah,
he was way better than A-Chan or whatever the hell he wants to call himself now. So he runs hard as fuck. Obviously Kenneth Walker, Royal Charbonnet, another French guy.
I think Royal Charbonnet is going to be a great pick.
Yeah.
The only question is how fast and how good is he coming back from his injury?
Who, Royal?
He's still young enough. Hey,
by the way, we're talking about Zach Charbonnet. We don't call him that. His name's Royal Charbonnet. So, yeah, I mean, well, I think he'll be okay, man.
You know, Rick, it's about volume, man, right?
At the end of the day, what you're trying to do in fantasy is find running back is all about touches. They're all the same. They're all black. They're all 5'11". Okay, they're all the fucking same. Like,
we still got 2 guys left.
Yeah, we do. Frank McCaffrey.
No, we got CMC.
Yeah, no, Frank McCaffrey.
Frank, yeah.
Frank McCaffrey. And then we have Scattaboo.
Yeah, we do.
And just for the record, Scattaboo is actually working out this year with CMC to try and save the species, bring back the white running backs.
Yeah, is Dart your favorite player in the NFL right now?
Dart, 100%. Because I said he'd be a bad. Like, look,
are the Giants your favorite team going into next year?
Fucking mile, man.
Me too, man.
Now they have Isaiah Likely. There's another guy like in fantasy this year.
Okay,
you know I love Likely. They lost Wandale. I know Neighbors will be back, but they've never had a tight end. Bellinger, they'd Shirley Bellinger. I don't. His name's look. I don't look. You guys.
That's the chick from Oz.
Yeah. Look. At the end of the day, man, I know his fuck name's Daniel. I made like $400,000 betting on this shit.
And his name was Jeremy Shockey,
of course.
The Shock Master.
You guys remember? Hey, hold on,
Rick. Do you remember the Shock Master?
You have to in WCW. Okay, you do.
When he fell through the wall, his helmet came off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, was that the one who? Was he the one who fucking fell through the entrance?
Yes.
No. Okay, so like, was it who is doing the promo?
It was like Sid Vicious and somebody else.
He's like, we have an extra take, and he's like, the Shock Master, and then he comes through the fucking.
He's like 400 pounds of pure fat.
He's built like Paul Pierce if he like actually just ate donuts for like 4 months straight. He comes through the thing with his little shiny like purple helmet. It falls off.
And then he puts back on.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
I am going to kill you.
Yeah. It's like when Kate's like,
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I will destroy you.
Like, right. You know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, I mean,
let's
go with Likely.
Yeah, so
we have a couple of fun facts about the Shockmaster.
Yeah,
His
perfect.
brother-in-law, Dusty Rhodes.
Okay, well, they're built the exact same.
However, tell me one of his other characters.
The Shockmaster.
Yep, you do know this. It was one person.
Well, he's fat, so thing.
One person.
Was it
who plays 2? He goes with 2 names in WWF, and they one as a good guy, one as a bad guy. But you were really close, by the way. I heard what you were about.
It wasn't Earthquake.
He wasn't, but that's really close if you think about it. Who was the other one? In fact, they were the Natural Disasters.
Oh, it wasn't. No. Okay, hold
Come
on.
There it is. The Natural Disasters.
This is a little bit before my
Rick,
time.
you have to realize we started watching like 1997. So, like,
this is probably right around then.
Well, I think you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna get angry, but it's not coming
give us
to me.
The initials, Rick.
Well, it's one word, but it's the natural.
Give me the first.
So
I don't.
Earthquake is a natural disaster. What's another type of natural disaster?
Well, obviously, he wasn't the hurricane who I loved.
No, let's go through some other. It's not
tornado.
No, but it's not. It's not. What do you have down in Florida?
Alligators.
Typhoon.
Alligators.
Typhoon.
And another word. And his earlier character was tugboat.
Oh.
They were the natural disasters. When he went bad guy, it was earthquake and typhoon. They were natural disasters.
Okay. Fuck.
Well,
who knew you could come here for WWE fucking history?
Yeah. Can I talk about a guy who I hate this year in fantasy? Is A-Chan, the OG A-Chan.
The real one?
Okay, and why? Well, Malik Will's not gonna check the ball down to him. He's gonna take away goal line touches. It's not gonna be the same.
Okay, so he's expecting it down.
Tua is the most perfect quarterback for the original A-Chan, not the guy in New Orleans now. So, the original A-Chan, the guy on Miami, Tua can't move. He has no arm strength. That's the two guys you want for receiving running back.
And he has no confidence. It's his first read, right?
Right. Devin A-Chan, Tua literally made that guy. Now, do I think he's a top 5? I actually do. He's so fucking fast and dynamic, but we're talking fantasy here.
Okay, so drop off for A-Chan. You likely this year is a guy that you're.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? How can you not Kenneth Walker? People are gonna make the R look at Gibbs, no Montgomery anymore. Fuck, man. You were waiting for him to have these kind of games, right? Yeah. And Montgomery fell off a little bit last year, anyways. But I'm trying to think. Likely was a guy really no pun intended.
Yeah. I mean, it's very early. I think you can go with that right now.
I don't know. There's lots of interesting things.
DJ Moore.
No, he fucking sucks.
And you hate Josh Allen, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be looking at his numbers early because I think I'm gonna if
buy low,
they're
sell
gonna
high.
be low numbers.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna go over. It's Tua in Atlanta. I think his numbers are gonna be super low. The expectations. I don't think Penix is that good. So and he's coming in injured. I think Tua can start off really hot. He's got Bijan, which is pretty much just H-N. He's got Drake London, which is Waddle or Reek or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got Pitts.
Yeah.
He's got an actual offensive line who's going to give him time to get the ball off. And it's just that whole reclamation project.
I couldn't agree more.
He's going to have a decent year.
Love it.
Just to beat his numbers.
Love that, Rick. And, I know people are debating Bijan or Gibbs right now. You got to go Bijan.
I just think he's a better
if Tua makes the running back great again. Remember that pick we were talking about with Pacheco and Illuminor?
Yeah.
The quarterback.
It's the same thing, right?
Look, man, when you have a running back, especially because nobody plays fucking standard. That's fucking medieval. Everybody plays PPR half, right?
Yeah.
Bijan will catch 100 passes next year if Tua starts. Literally, man. Tua is because he's extremely accurate. It has extremely terrible arm strength and only has one read. And
I was going to say Tua.
And that's where the checkdowns comes in, right? So
if he gets a little more time back there, where he's not being rushed, his second and third read might come in a little bit better.
Yeah.
Last year and every year with the Dolphins,
he's been under
you know what we need to do, you guys, too? I think we need to make an unbelievably massive investment, taking a four guys under their number parlay in the NFL for a receiving or
for season props,
because not only is there when they set these lines, there's only a 50-50 chance that they're going to go over anyways. Mm-hmm. You're telling me Mike Evans in San Francisco with that plant that emits 5G and ruins everybody's knees is going to fucking play the whole year? You guys heard about this shit?
Yeah.
But this is the thing at EPH, we will give futures. We're going to unload. Dude, look, I made a futures bets last year, okay? I had George Pickens over 1250 hit. I had Tat McMillan over 1250. I don't know if he hit. And then I had two other guys. I had it lost. So I'm kind of angry and got out of my brain. But the two guys didn't even play, man.
They didn't play.
Right?
Oh, you'd
Calvin Ridley. It was a terrible pick anyways. I'll just admit right now. The thing is, some of these guys don't even play, let alone get the yards anyways.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying by that?
Yes.
And you have to realize every millennial and Gen Z could have been so poisoned by the soil That's out. You don't have Bronco Nagurski and guys getting hit in the face. Like there's like Johnny Bauer. He just get hit in the face and just keep playing. He had no teeth. Play 104.
Oh, you're saying it's a testosterone and soil problem,
look at Morikawa. That guy is the biggest pussy on this fucking planet.
How low is his test? How many deciliters per deciliter is it?
I can't believe he got his chick pregnant. I guess he's having a kid. I can't believe that.
How do you know it's his?
Like, yeah, good point, man.
He's probably Batia's.
Yeah, he's gonna be black when he comes out, anyways. But why wouldn't it? Asian girls are trying to love black guys. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. These unders. The point of this shit, man, is like these guys aren't gonna play anyways, man. We might as well just.
I hear you, man. It's
are
like,
you guys seeing the vision? Rick,
I'm telling you guys.
This is the thing, you guys. These guys are such pussies. And hey, look, at the end of the day, when I was playing sports, I was injured all the fucking time too. Okay, I get it
because of the soil.
Yes, man, we're so beaten.
That's almost a freebie there with Evans, especially depending on if the books are like excited about him going.
Yeah, I'm sure his line will be 1,000.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's the numbers.
He's got him and Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, and there's another. Okay, it's funny you said Pearsall. That was my other guy. And he fucking had he had a great start there. He had like 400 yards his first 4 games. He didn't even fucking play. This is what I'm talking about. You look at him. Yeah, look, these guys aren't even going to play the full year, let alone reach a projection that mathematically they're supposed to get.
Yeah, they'll be hot off the stop. And
we need to pound these.
Well, that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys, betting unders is the way to go.
Look, stop. If it's in hockey, I don't want to hear about it.
When it goes under 6 in Bedsy Vegas, who are you going to call?
You.
Exactly.
Well, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is there's some great opportunities coming up.
There is, and look out. Yeah, I think
you have to look at how the world's going. Is everybody a massive pussy? Is when the U.S. sends ground soldiers? No, seriously. When they send those soldiers in, are those fucking pussy kids going to want to do it? No, they're not. They can't even walk. Do you know what? This is the thing, man. You look at a boomer, okay?
Okay.
Obviously, their lives have been incredibly fucking easy.
Okay.
But those guys are built like brick shit houses. And then you see like fucking Morikawa, that fucking little coward, gutless fucking pussy, hurt his fucking back when he was 120 pounds. No, this is what I'm talking about, man. These guys are not.
So you talking about conscription, or what are you talking about?
Okay. No, but I am.
Okay.
See, this is great that you brought that up. These guys, look. At the end, I'm going, as we do, off track. Look, no one's playing 17 games in the NFL anymore. It's going to be extremely rare. And you miss 1 or 2, that projection's gone. Under. We have to unload this, you guys. We have to put each of us 3,000 US.
Once the schedule comes up, we'll sit down around a round table.
Yeah, we will.
We'll get like a big piece of paper with some markers, and we'll get in there. We'll get down to it.
And all of the scientists at EPH that help us out, we'll just get a shitload of Zins, cigarettes, and coffees, and we're gonna cook the greatest fucking under parlay of all fucking time for you guys. So,
and then before we do that, those guys are gonna be fully invested in March Madness this week.
Yeah,
or this next 2 weeks, I guess it is. So make sure you're on the Telegram. Watch that. The boys are going to be dropping live picks all throughout the tournament. It's about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. No. I think Selection Sunday is this Sunday.
But the tournament itself is about 2.5 weeks. No,
I thought it started on I thought it started on Thursday.
No, March. 2.5 weeks from now.
Oh,
he
means the total
start to finish.
It's about 3 weeks.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the tournament is March 22nd till April
9th or something.
20th. I think it's on for a month.
Really on for a month? Yeah,
because you have to remember the
big break.
Because you have to remember the first 4, and then the Sweet 16 takes like a 3-day break. Then they play the Elite 8 to break, and then the Final 4, and then the final game they hype up. Take a couple days off from that. I think it's around almost a month long. So
those first 5
yes,
days.
that's the greatest.
You're at the buffet. You're getting everything there.
It's one of the best stretches of the year, man.
Yeah. So
I hope everyone saved a couple sick days to take off.
Yeah, and you guys bolster your bankroll with the Mitsubishi Diamond Dolphins tonight, man. Under 157F. I mean, the line will just continue to plummet.
Yeah.
So go get it now. Brought to you by Cool Bet.